And Lisa, I am on the page now that we're not doing the private consults. Everybody seemed to know what they were doing today, so. All right, we'll get started. So welcome those of you just tuning in. We just had our Battle Buddy session where we have folks, ladies that I meet with once a week for accountability and support. They are all embarking on the same journey along with Charles and Sandy. So they are journaling. We check their journal when appropriate. They weigh in every Wednesday and Friday, and they hold each other accountable. They're partnered with a buddy. We're about to do a values lesson that not only the Battle Buddies could benefit from, but our entire audience. So we're going to go through that with you too. We've already spent some time together making sure everybody's on track. By the way, Kiera is crushing it in like 10 or 12 days, already more than 20 pounds from Kiera. We got several people that's lost more than 10. Talitha just hit 10 pounds lost in no time. These ladies are blitzing it. And one of the things that was just brought to light was that by having these accountability meetings, that's like a bookend of accountability. They're having to meet here. And then also they've got their battle buddy that they're accountable to. And what we all know, it's not discovery because we all know it. When we know we got people that we're accountable to, even if we fall off the wagon, like a couple of people that have had life get in the way, they're going to get back refocused and restarted. And maybe the timeline of that happening is a lot quicker because people are paying attention. They're accountable to people. If you'd like to be a part of Battle Buddy, get with Lisa. We'll get you started. It starts with a personalized meal plan. It starts with a detox and then the metabolic boost. And you can also be a part of those accountability meetings if you're doing that. Otherwise, we're going to have a great little lesson on values right now. Okay. So I'm going to pull up my worksheet, and I hope those of you that can go along with this will go along with this. Oh, I'm in Sandy's account. Let me get back in my account. We seem and tend to be willy-nilly about things in life. And this helps, at least for a little while, for us not to be so willy-nilly. I'm going into digital worksheets. I'm pulling up my value system and I'm creating. Okay. I hit create a worksheet, Battle Buddy, meeting, today's date. Okay, so what I need y'all to do is play along here and then we'll get started. As it relates to your weight loss, everyone, your desire to do what you need to do to lose weight. We're not assessing the know-how right now. Know-how elevates motivation, but we're not assessing that. How motivated are you on a scale of 1 to 10 right now to do what you need to do to lose weight? This is motivation before the worksheet. Where are you? Like right now, I'm a 10. I'm highly motivated right now. I'm highly motivated. I have righteous indignation toward the diet devil and love for everyone else. So 10. We're a 10. And if you're a 4, if you're a 3, be honest. Because I want you to pay attention to self-care, even mental self-care, how quickly, Brother Joseph, we can get that motivation up. Charlene's at 8. That's a good assessment. Talitha's at a 10. Now, Talitha, that seems higher than recently. Is that right? That seems higher. Talitha, I know we won't bring out anything personal about either of us, but if I'm not mistaken, you and I had some different worries going on maybe a couple of weeks ago. Did we deal with a lot of pain relegated to that worry? And so far it was just worry. For me, I'm noticing that like every time I feel I overly worry about stuff. It's never as bad as I thought it was going to be. And even if it is bad, Jesus is there with me. But anyway, that's just a side conversation. You're crushing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll just jump in to say that whew, over the last couple of months, absolutely, it feels like when I thought I was kind of sort of getting my life together, after a huge traumatic event, then another pretty big traumatic event happened. And so you start worrying again, you start carrying all those burdens on your shoulders. And I just have to keep practicing giving it to God. I don't understand why the things in life are happening, but I absolutely know that somehow, some way, God is going to use that for my benefit in the future. That crushing is going to have some type of good coming from it in the future. And so my motivation absolutely is back up because I know that God has trusted me with that pain, all of that pain for some reason, and He's seen it to be in my best interest. And I just have to keep waiting on Him to bring, those days when that pain is going to finally somehow reach its purpose. I don't know if that makes sense, but absolutely there's a change in my motivation. I'm not praying for the Lord to come back every morning when I wake up and regretful that I woke up, if that makes sense.
Oh, it does make sense. I've had some dark, dark moments since last August that you're well aware of. And yes, I get what you're saying. And what you're doing right now is helping everybody. We're all going through stuff, and you're helping everybody right now. You said some key things in there that helped me just then. Like, I haven't looked at it like that. I've looked at it like my pain is my punishment. And you said, God's saying that you are worthy of this pain. And I was like, wow, that's rich. It's all a perspective, isn't it? It's all a perspective. So you're strong enough to carry the pain, is what I got from that. And not everybody is. So good job. And you made a comeback because your motivation's a 10. Everyone that is within the sound of my voice that takes self-care and wellness seriously, and even as an act of worship, because it's your reasonable service to take care of your temple, Sandy. So when we're looking at this and we realize, okay, I'm eating things I don't want to eat. I'm eating things I don't want to eat. Why am I doing that? What we'll find, and what we always find, it's related to our feelings. I had recently a jiu-jitsu buddy of mine. He don't do this program. He's hardcore. He said, I just don't understand people that can't lose weight. It's just a lack of discipline. He said, you could tell me all this stuff all day long about eating right. He said, bull crap. He said, it's just you don't want to do it, so you're not doing it. I said, well, it's not really that simple. A lot of it has to do with some of us and how we feel. And he's like, that's crapola. It's not crapola. And I was explaining, he does the same thing in other ways. He has an anger issue. So with us, think about this. So when we have a feeling and we don't want that feeling, like boredom, I feel bored, right? If I feel bored, I want to escape that. What better way to escape boredom in that instant, Sandy, than to get a bag of Cheetos? You will escape. That feeling caused you to do that. You were trying to escape the feeling. First of all, you may not really even be bored. If you really look around, there may be plenty of things you could be doing, but right now you've got a thought that I'm bored. You might have been busy all day and just need a break, but you think I'm bored. And then you have this feeling and you want to escape the feeling. So the thought is attached to the feeling. So we got to watch our thoughts, y'all. This is real. You have to be mindful and aware about everything. And a lot of this is values-based. In order for you to care enough, you got to reconnect with your values. That's what this world does. It did it in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah with Lot. The Bible says the filthy communication of those around you has vexed your righteous soul. You want to live the right way, but the appetites of those around you has vexed your soul. If you don't believe this is a problem, go to church regularly on a Sunday and let them get to know you. You're in the clique. And they, after church, want to go out and eat. And you tell them no 2 or 3 times that you're not going out to eat. You tell me that everybody's going to church to just be with Jesus. I have literally been roasted because I don't want to go eat after church. I enjoyed why are you being antisocial? I'm not antisocial. I don't want to go eat. Right? So it's a values thing, getting our values back right. And we're going to use a worksheet to do it. If you're just tuning in, here's the worksheet. But the first thing that we've got to do to make this work, I want you to pay attention. Do I have anybody that's actively engaged with me right now? Or do I just need to do a song and dance? I want to see if anybody's able to do this with me. I want you to pay attention. Everybody watch this, okay? Mark your motivation before the worksheet, Kim. Mark it before. If you're at a 10, it'll be higher, all right? Now, we want to look at our comfort foods. I'm going to write them down. We're not talking about approved foods. We're talking about what are the things that you cannot resist. Like for me, have y'all seen those the little Reese wafer things? I forget what you call it. Somebody will know. Somebody gave me one of those on a holiday, and good gracious, that's better than a Reese cup. I'm just going to call it Reese's Crunchy thing. I don't remember what it's called. Kit Kat. We got a Kit Kat. We got Doritos. What's your comfort food that if it's in front of you, you almost can't say no to it, y'all? And you know, the minute you do it, 2 days you're out of EFB. And if y'all want me to, I'll break it down academic like and tell you everything going on in your body when you eat that Dorito, if you need leverage on yourself. What kind of pie? Ice cream. We got ice cream, cheese dip. A blizzard. We got a blizzard. Reese's, Cheetos. We got Cheetos. What else we got? Little Debbie's. Which Little Debbie specifically, Cheryl? Milkshake, burger, and fries. Good gracious, we got a hungry one there. Milkshake, burger, and fries. That one tops it all right there. That's Fat Bus City. You might as well be saying, I want to commit suicide by milkshake, burger, and fries. Good gracious, that's terrible. Chocolate chip cookies. I see Little Debbie like a Nutter Butter. Maybe I'll put a Nutter Butter, one of them little Debbie Nutter Butters, because I don't know which kind. What else is like something? It's so comforting for you. You just can't resist it. What is it? Key lime pie. Lord, y'all love to eat. Good gracious, y'all just love it. Key lime pie. What else? What else? Come on, darlings. Hey, Lisa, could you do me a favor while I'm talking? Everything, Sergey's working on this to make it easier on you. Everything that I put in this list, could you type it out for me? I just need the word. Reese's, Kit Kat, Doritos. I can't copy and paste through the cells. Can you get it ready for me? Tiramisu. Potato soup's allowed though, Anna. We can make potato soup approved. We can make it approved. Wendy's chili, we can make approved. But fries, French fries, I'll put French fries. Yeah, something not approved that you just can't help. You can't help it. I put cheesecake. I cannot resist cheesecake. The Little Debbie with the icing on it. Cheesecake, kettle chips. Now, let's pause there. Birthday cake and ice cream. Now, Beth, boy, I can see why we got to get you back. Listen to Beth. She's come up with the best ones. She says, I can't resist a milkshake, burger, and fries, and birthday cake and ice cream. I can't resist it. Are y'all with me? I gotta have it. Every time I see it, I gotta have it. Okay. Y'all, that was the best ones. Are y'all ready? I'm gonna pause this. I want to engage before we go further with the worksheet. Those things that you said, every one of them, here's what happens. Oh, I need to save it for her. Hold on. Every one of those, here's what happens. I hope y'all want to live. First of all, quick question. Beth, when you've done that, milkshake, burger, fries, cake, ice cream, wow. Think about it. Good gracious, we ought to get mad at the diet devil. Think about what's happening there. Blood sugar shooting way over 200, 300, 400 points. You are destroying the cellular sensitivity to insulin. That's like saying this. That's like saying, everybody, here's what that's like. It's like you need a medicine to survive, and your body is immune to that medicine. So you're destroying cellular sensitivity. You're destroying your mitochondrial function so that you can't even use energy properly. You're destroying brain cells, causing early onset dementia and Alzheimer's if it runs in the family. Destroying the heart, everybody. We're elevating our blood sugar so that the next 2 days of our life, we've got so much medicine and growth hormone, we cannot efficiently burn fat. You're causing depression. You are overworking your adrenals, your dopamine glands, your hypothalamus, everything. It's like if you've ever watched Star Trek, when the Klingons are shooting at it and the force shield goes down and the Starship Enterprise is rocking and reeling, that's what's happening. It's like we're wanting to die. And if it weren't for insulin, we would die. Okay, now, Beth, if you can talk, good. If you can't, you can't, because you represent everybody here. So when you do that, I don't want you to tell me what's bad about it. When you do that, when you eat it, how good is it? Tell us how good it is. Can't hear you. See if you can unmute. I got a feeling you know how good it is. You're going to tell us. How good is it? I mean, just tell me what it tastes like.
Going down, but then, you feel
We can't hear you.
You feel bad and what? You feel bad and what?
We can't hear you, darn it. Anybody else you want to share? Let me talk for her, because I used to do it. It's all I can think about. I can't get it off my mind. It tastes so sweet and it's so good. And I'm not thinking about any of my feelings. I'm not thinking about stress. I'm not thinking, and I deserve it. It just makes me feel great. It's like pleasure. And then I just feel so good for those 5 minutes of mouth pleasure. For the 5 minutes of mouth pleasure, I feel so good, right? But then, right after that, Beth, anybody, do you ever feel regret? Do you ever feel sick? How many times have we got to do that and make ourselves sick before we catch on, Sandy? Now, look, I want you to feel like I feel. I feel silly when I do that now. Why would I ever do it? Now, watch. For every one of these, let me show you. Y'all have to bear with me. It's going to be a little awkward silence here. I'm going to surprise you in a minute, darn it. Watch this. Let me get her list. Thank you for that list, Lisa. She's still putting stuff on there. Hang tight. Little awkward silence. Y'all are going to be shocked in a moment. Bear with me. Doing this just for y'all. It'll be worth it. Awkward silence. Okay, that's working. All right, now you feel guilt, you feel regret, you feel horrible. There are void replacements for every single one of those. Every one of them that you could have had in your survival kit. Now, you may argue with me and say, Quest chips are not as good as Kettle and Fire chips. If you just eat them or eat your double bites, you will get where you don't even like the other stuff. But you're going to feel better. You're not going to destroy your mitochondria. You're not going to get that fat bus attack. You are going to be able to get back in efficient fat burning. You got the same boredom relief, anxiety relief, stress relief. Not that we ought to even be thinking like that. Even if we weren't having a values discussion, Penny, even if not, there's void replacements for every one of those things. And you get holidays to eat those things. It's not like you can't have them. You can have them, but you can't have them a little bit every day or every week. It should be a special, I'm letting my hair down thing. But what happens, it becomes a habit. Listen, is that cake and that ice cream and the burger and the fries, is it worth not just that moment? How long are you getting? How much pleasure are you getting out? 15 minutes? Is it even 15 minutes of pleasure when you 5 minutes got a 5? Is that worth the next 72 freaking hours? Excuse my language. Is it worth it? You're literally giving up 2 days of your life for that? Am I on fire or what? You're giving up 48 to 72 hours of your life, Sandy. How much of your life have you given up to those things? How much of my life have I given up to those things? It's never worth it. When am I going to wake up? It's like having a miserable friend and comforter that you get a little bit out of and it takes away so much. But it goes deeper than that. It goes so much deeper than that. Watch this. I'm going to read these off. Everything that y'all just mentioned, here's replacements. Reese's Crunchy thing. Quest Peanut Butter Cup. Health Smart Peanut Butter Patties. Kit Kat. They have an exact duplicate. Atkins Chocolate Covered Wafer Bar. Fit Crunch Wafer Bar. Just as good. Doritos. Quest Protein Chips. Ice cream, Halo Top, Enlightened Ice Cream, any of Travis's recipes. Cheese dip, make your own cheese dip with fat-free cheddar cheese, Greek yogurt, a cup of salsa. Use double bites or category 2 veggies to dip it, or use Olay Mexican cheese dip. Blizzard, Halo Top Milkshake Blizzard with peanut butter patties. Plus, I put out 3 recipes yesterday for a Sonic Blast. Cheetos, Quest protein chips, cheddar and sour cream flavor. And then you have the IWON, IWON on Amazon, has delicious cheddar puffs. Replacement for milkshake, burger, and fries. You have an approved hamburger. Beth, approved hamburger, -2 or -3 bun. Fries, use sliced zucchini or jicama fries. Milkshake, we've already talked about that. You can take vanilla protein and make a delicious milkshake. Chocolate chip cookies, Lenny and Larry complete cookie, Quest cookies, my mom's GC control cookies. Nutter butter, you have the perfect keto Nola bars, they're peanut butter Nola bars, and there's other void replacements. Key lime pie, you have Yasso Greek yogurt bars as a snack. You also have an approved recipe that's key lime pie using sugar-free Jell-O key lime pie. Tiramisu, enlightened tiramisu ice cream bars as a snack. French fries, we've already talked about. Cheesecake, my mom's approved cheesecake, breakfast cheesecake, enlightened cheesecake bar as a snack. Kettle chips, Quest protein chips, double bites. Did y'all hear that? Every one of those would have controlled insulin and not cost you 2 to 3 days. When, I'm not done, when will you come to Planet Shibboleth and lock it down and rip off the darn knob? Stop dating other diets, marry your lifestyle, and trust me, there's nothing you can't have. And if you want the junk, if you just are, you're wanting to kill yourself and hurt yourself, do it on your holidays. Am I on fire or what? Huh? Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you hear? It's amazing. Everybody say it's amazing. All right. You got to feel that way, Beth. If you ever feel deprived, you won't do it. Say he's on fire. Say he's got a fire shut up in his bones, and I do too. All right. We're not done. You got to stay fired up about this stuff, y'all. Let me go back to our worksheet. Where did my worksheet go? I'm going to find your worksheet. I hate it when there's a lull. One day I'm going to have a producer. Can I keep dreaming? They count me out, Talitha. They all count me out, but I got Jesus. I got Jesus. I still have big dreams for the program. Thank you, God. I'm not giving up. You can give up on me, but I'm not giving up. God is going to be blessed. He's going to bless his name with this program. I believe it. All right, here we go. Well, that's Charles. Wrong one. See what kind of mess I get myself into because I don't have a producer. Now I'm being silly. Let me get the right count up here. Maverick. Sorry, awkward silence. Let me get it back up. Value system. Okay. It wouldn't be the same, right? It would be efficient and a lot more fun. Okay, so we got our form. Now, we're talking values. I'm serious. We do this haphazardly sometimes. Who do you want to be? Who are you in the Lord? The person that you want to be, what do they value above all else? What is important to you? What is valuable in your 70, 80, 90, 120 years here on this earth? What do you value? Talk to me. Because social media, Satan, trying to pull you away from your values. Gina says, I value my health. I want to take care of my health. Health is wealth. What else do you value? My family. Is there any Reese cup as important to you as your family members? No. No. Life is what about life? I put that down, but life. What else is important to you? Is achievement important? Is Jesus important? Is your brothers and sisters in Christ? Is your church important? Is giving back to your community? Is tithing? What is important? What is really important? Is Moose Tracks ice cream important? Church, faith, worship. What about travel? Jesus. What about travel? Anybody like traveling? Want to see more of the world? I do. What else is important to you? Vitality. Do you want to be a giver or a taker in life? I want to be a giver. I'll be honest with you, y'all can throw stones at me if you want. If I'm not taking care of myself, I'm a taker. You can have that or not. You're a taker, you're not a giver. If you're not taking care of yourself, you can even make the case that you might be a bleed on the economics of your surroundings. You can make that case. You may not intend on that, but somebody's paying for that healthcare cost. Somebody's paying for it. I don't want to be the person that people are having to pay for. What else? Energy. I want energy. Joy. Beth is being honest and revealing my husband had to take care of me. He had to give. Joy and peace, perfect peace. Wow, perfect peace. What about self-reliance? What about fortitude and discipline? Those are important to me. I want to be self-reliant. Freedom from food freedom from compulsion. Okay, now, would y'all all agree that all of this list, that health, family, life, love, church, spouse, worship, children, grandchildren, Jesus Christ, travel, vitality, giver, energy, joy, perfect peace, self-reliance, freedom, would you say that all of that is more important than a blizzard? What are we doing here, people? 74% of our society is off track. But it's not just getting back on track. It's you're giving up life and life more abundantly that Christ wanted for you. Look, if I do this says greater than or less than. Is your health more important to you than a Reese's? Health is greater than a Reese's? It's simple math. Is your family more important than a Kit Kat? When you choose, look, if I'm unhealthy and I choose, tell me if I'm wrong. You tell me that I'm wrong. If I'm unhealthy and on prescriptions and I'm overweight and I don't feel good about myself and I choose a Kit Kat, am I choosing it over my family? Maybe not in my heart, but in my actions. If you're already unhealthy, you are. Don't tell me. Talk all you want. I'll show you who I am by what I do. I get judged every day. Don't judge me by your assumptions. Judge me by what I do every day. What about you? Oh, I love my family. Then why you got that Kit Kat hanging out of your mouth? People shouldn't smoke cigarettes. I agree. But why you ain't got the Kit Kat in your mouth? Preachers preach against sin. Why is your belly pressed up against the podium? Stop it. Doritos. Is your life more important than Doritos? Boy, I'm hard today. This is mean, isn't it? Is your church more important than ice cream? Act like it. Is worship more important than cheese dip? Is Jesus more important than a blizzard? Will he bless you if you put him before a blizzard? Is travel and enjoying travel more important than a Cheeto? Is vitality more important than a milkshake, burger, and fries? Being a giver more important than a chocolate chip cookie? Energy more important? We've already established there's void replacements for all of that. Is joy more important than a key lime pie? Perfect peace more important than tiramisu? Self-reliance more important than French fries? Freedom from compulsion more important than a cheesecake? Y'all, did your motivation to do good and do right go up or go down? Went up. Who are we? I submit to you, you're not your comfort foods. Quit acting like it. You are your values. You're your values. But something has to remind you every day. You have to put in the self-care, the work, the meditation, the prayer, until you get in the habit of the good things. I don't even think about having those things anymore. I used to. I had to fight it. But I don't have to fight it anymore, and you won't either. But you got to keep coming. You got to keep going. If you've already won, if you've already overcome evil with good as it relates to how you eat, congratulations. Keep doing it in front of others and inspire them to come back to the Father. He doesn't want you to value food. He wants you to value Jesus. Questions, comments, anyone? My pantry is full of Amazon void replacements and Shibby Shop void replacements. I get hungry, I'm reaching in there for something I can have. And even before I do that, I try to be still and just hold space. Everybody good? All right. Those of you that started the session out, battle buddies, keep up the good work. Those of you that come into the session for the values part, go and apply this stuff in Jesus' mighty, matchless name. You'll feel so much better. 12 weeks to a new you. You're 12 weeks to a brand new you, inside and out. Just eating good, delicious foods. All right, y'all. We'll close out in a word of prayer. Thanks for coming. Let me know how I can be of help. Support the Shibby Shop. Please become a partner if you're not. We need you. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Lord, our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen and amen. Love yuns. Talk to you soon. Thanks, Beth, for the great options there. The tempting options. A truth teller. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, everybody. God bless.